Bitcoin, Ethereum. What's his next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Bitcoin is stuck inside of what appears to be a trend channel. And is it going to break out and head way up here? And what does it mean when it heads up here? We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode. Man, I'm excited to see what cryptocurrencies are going to do. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of the cryptos are going to do in the next few months, because they're just going to be absolutely spectacular. I'm looking forward to the explosive run that's coming thanks to the Federal Reserve. They're just helping us out. Thank you guys, Feds, man. High five for the Fed. And yeah, this is going to be absolutely spectacular. We're going to talk about more about that in the news segment of my shows. I'm going to do two shows today, one TA and the other one with news. So make sure you watch them both, because there's some critical information in there that you need to use and you need to take out. So make sure you do that. Now we're gonna be figuring out whether or not what trade we're gonna make in today's episode, if we can find a trade that we can get into. I'm going to talk about my trade, or what I'm doing, right? I have just $100,000 trade right now in Bitcoin, and I'm still holding on to it, and I'll let you know where I'm going to let go of that trade. And if you want to trade this, you can do so at bybit.davincij15.com or at femex.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Alrighty, so, let's take a look at the chart. But before we do, remember, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any money into the market. This is definitely trading entertainment, and we're about to get some entertainment on. Alrighty, so Bitcoin. Oh man, yeah, we had it going down on the weekend. We thought, we're down and out, but I saw this and I was like, no, it's gonna reverse. And I was so busy with just relaxing. I was just like, no, I'm not trading this. I'm gonna watch it happen. So I didn't close my trade, and I could see that, that was the right move. Yeah, it was quite square. It was touch and go, right? We were up here and then came back down, and then we went back up and failed, right, with this flag for the bear flag, and then down she blew. But we are in a territory that's very interesting. If we can blow up past the $57,000 mark up here, right, which happens to be right in the 78.6, and we close above the 78.6, we will probably create these levels of support, these levels as hard support, and probably never come back below them ever again. This is critical. This is some critical stuff here, man, that we're talking about. If that can happen, there's a high chance that this will all be heavy support. All right, now you can see right now it's heavy resistance, right? So right here, all this right here, all this is going to be heavy, like major, like, oh my God, we're not going blast this, dude, support kind of deal. You can see, right now it's resistance for us, right? Overhead resistance, major overhead resistance for us, and we're having troubles getting through. If we can break above this current resistance, continue up higher, and maybe even close above this level into this area here, we might come back and check it, but that's it, right? It's never going to get broken. Don't say never say never, but there's a low probability that will get broken to the downside beyond the 47,000. For 48-ish will be a level that's just not going to come through. So I'm looking forward to that. If this happens, man. So I mean, it's a big deal. But for right now, honestly, you can see that Bitcoin is running out of steam, and we've hit the top side of this trend line here, and this looks like a rising wedge, which generally does not result into bullish pattern. is not a bullish pattern, and it ends up breaking down more often than not. But let's see, right? The buyers are coming in, but let's see, are they? Yeah, you can see they're coming in, but yeah, the volume is like seems to be petering off a little bit. So I don't know. I don't know if they can do this, because the momentum is definitely heading in a downwards direction. Looking at the daily, you can see we have divergence and confirmed divergence on the daily. If we let's see here, is it no, not quite confirmed actually. If we take it from here, let's see here, from this point to this point, that's not confirmed, but there is divergence there. So I'm skeptical that this is going to turn into a positive. If we break down, I would say we wait until we break one of these two levels before you decide if we go down all the way back. We should recheck the $43,000 level. Maybe we just here we go. Let me just do a fib from here to there. And maybe we just come back to the 78.6, flush any of these longs, leverage longs out around the 43.5, 43-ish area, and then off we go again. So that's also a possibility with any kind of Bitcoin breakdown, because there's a lot of bulls out there that are ready to buy Bitcoin should people decide to give them the opportunity to buy. So let's see what happens in the next little while for this week. And going to the shorter time frames, let's see if we can find a trade for us. We're gonna have to clean this up a little bit because there's just so much lines here that it's gonna get a little messy as we go down to the shorter time frame. Let's go to one of my other cleaner charts, sort of cleaner, relatively cleaner then, with all the different indicators and so forth. We can see this on the 5 minute, we broke higher, and we created some sort of like bull flag here, and unfortunately it didn't turn out very well, as you can see, right? We actually broke out, and instead of like continuing the breakout, we're actually failing. So you can see this is turning into a failed move because it's a fast move in the wrong direction. It's not an upwardly direction, so that's the wrong direction. And so yeah, we can see that this is we're creating M's here. So maybe, just maybe, I would not take this just yet. I think we're gonna probably M out one more time. There's a lot of bulls, of course, right? So we're probably going to go like this and then down before we actually see this thing break down. You can see that with this wick, there's a lot of buyers that just wanted to push this thing higher. So don't jump on a bull bear bandwagon just yet if you want to short it. Make sure you keep your your stops tight, and you don't go more than the 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio with your short. Because that's not the trend, and the trend's your friend. So you might want to stay away from your short. If anything, maybe you plan to take some of profits should we break down further here and create an M and break down heavily. Heading over to Ethereum, right? But before we do, I'm doing this in front of a live audience, and if you want to join us, right, you can do so. I'm sorry, over here, and get 50% off, right, your subscription, and you gain access to our trades, right? Lee just made an amazing trade over the weekend, right? So you can also you have him working on trades as well on the weekend, and yeah, you can check out what I'm trading and everything on that. You can see what cryptocurrencies I own, what are my top crypto altcoins, and how am I trading that as well. So come on down and join us and enjoy the fun. And you could also ask me questions directly in in the Telegram group by typing at DaVinciJ15 and then your question. All right, and remember to follow my referrals links in the description. And if you need any of these things, you can do so here. And if you own the DJ15 tokens, remember that I take 12.5% of my revenue and buy up the DJ15 tokens so that you could actually benefit from using my referral links. Okay, awesome. Let's head over to Ethereum. Ah, man, Ethereum. Well, let's see here. What are you doing? Right? I think this rising wedge is like gone now. Let's just remove this. That's just it's not. It's just ignoring it. So let's just find a new set of patterns here. Okay. All right, there we go. Right? We see here that it might be right another rising wedge right here, or a trend line. More of it looks like a exact. It's trapped in a trend, upward rising trend. So yeah, I would consider it an upward rising trend. We can see that there is a sort of a head and shoulders pattern, not a very good one, happening right here. But it's broken through the neckline quite a few times here. So it's not the greatest head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, but there is something there. I would hesitate to take this. Should we do break out? Of course, it's pretty much just like the M's and W's, right? Because whether you're doing the head and shoulders or the M's and W's, they're basically the same thing. This is a W here, right? And we're gonna take us all the way up to the $3,700 level, the $3,700 level. I find it I find it difficult to do because if we take a look at the momentum indicator, you can see the momentum is just like, yeah, all right, not gonna happen. Right? So unless something changes with these momentums here, it doesn't look very likely at this point that we're going to go higher. We haven't even gotten to the other target, which was at approximately $3,500, $3,500, and so I find it difficult to believe that it's going to continue in an upward trend. So if you have any longs from way back here, you might want to consider closing them out at this point. There's you could say, okay, well, if we create a new high on Ethereum, then you'll hold it. But if it doesn't, if we break through, you could either, yes, so if we create a new high, I would suggest you hold it right here. We break up above the $3,340, $3,340. We break above that, we're gonna go most likely higher. But a break below this level, which is the 3,100, you can see that that's probably not going to be good, because we're going to create an M, and that would be that. So we could see this thing come down, not too far, right? There's a lot of resistance, so we could probably come all the way back down to 29, 28. And you might want to hold on to your long as well, or add to it down in that level as well. Totally up to you. I'm already closing out. I've closed out my longs on Ethereum. If I see something, this break higher, maybe I'll jump in a long and carry it further. But if not, I'm just going to wait until it gives me another entry at a lower price, and we'll see. I might wait for the RSI to give me some sort of indicator. I will talk about that sometime as price plays out over the next little while. Okay, let's head over to the dominance. God, I love it. That shows that my altcoin portfolio is doing extremely well. It's as it comes down. I love my altcoin portfolio because I use the little lady strategy. It's such a simple, easy to use strategy, right? Anyone can do it, and you don't have to do a lot of. You don't have to it's a set it and forget it kind of deal. And you get notifications when you need to do any more work, really, and most of the time. So yeah, check it out. Check out my free course on the little lady strategy, and you'll definitely agree that this is one of the best methods of earning a profit on the alts, and not only earning a profit in dollars, but also in Bitcoin, which will go even further. So definitely do that so that you can get paid more in Bitcoin than in dollars. Alrighty, so with that said, right, check out today's news rant that we're going to be doing later on today. And yeah, I think that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something today. And yeah, we'll see you guys either in the next show or tomorrow. Cheers. Thanks for watching.